Okay, girls. So I'm going to take you through the process of showing you how to work your composition task. And the first thing that we're going to need to do is create a brand new score in Noteflight. And this piece of music is written for the violin, so we're going to use the violin as our main instrument. So we'll go to New Score, and Noteflight will start creating a brand new score for us. And it may not give you the option, I'm not sure if it gives you the option to find a violin, so either look for a violin or you can use a string sound or so on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want a whole string quartet though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just select piano. Even though I want a violin, I want to select piano and go OK. And it's going to make a piano thing here. But what I actually want to do is change the instrument or create an instrument. Let's say change over here. So we'll change the instrument. Please select the staffs you want to change. All right, let's do that. Staff, change instrument. And I want a bowed string. And I want mine to be a violin. Let's go solo violin. Now the key signature for the assignment, I'll just flick back to it, is in G major. So we need to make sure that it's going to have that one sharp in there. So I'm going to change that and go to G major and go OK. And hopefully it's added in. So I've got the violin part. I don't need this here anymore. So let's delete that, remove that staff. There we go. And hopefully I've got a violin sound. But I haven't got my key signature, so let me just put that in again. And we'll go to staff, change key signature. And I want G major, which has got my sharp there, and go OK. There we go. So now I'm ready to start. The first thing is that I need to copy that theme into the score. Now, hopefully I've got one that I've prepared earlier and I should be able to copy and paste it, I think. So let me see if I can copy and paste it, and if not, we'll have to put it in. Let's see if it works. No. Okay, so I'll have to just simply put it in, and we're going to go done. And I'm using the keyboard to type the notes in as well. That should be a quaver. That should be a crotchet. Oops. There we go. Then quavers. Oops, no, that's a crotchet. Da, da, da. What's the next note? B, G, D. Okay, so B, G, D. You'll have the piece of music in front of you when we do this. And then minim D. Oops. There we go. So now I've got the theme. I'm going to give it a title as well. Emperor Quartet. I'll call it Sample for Year 9. Really importantly, girls, Noteflight doesn't automatically save for you, so you need to make sure that you save it. Right? Otherwise, you'll come back to it and it's gone. So let's have a listen to what this sounds like now that I've got it recorded. So I'm going to press P for play, or you can press play through the options down here. Doesn't really matter. Alright, I'll play that again so you get familiar with the theme. It's actually a little bit slower in the original, but that doesn't really matter. Right, that's version 1. With what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to change the view. Can I change the view in this one? To make it strip layout. So What it does is that at the moment, Noteflight is showing me the music as if it's going to print on paper. But I want it to show it so that it just keeps on going on and on so that I can just keep working on it without the need of doing anything else to it. So, let's go back to the assignment. And the assignment says that I've got to create 3 other variations by using at least some of those, right? Altering the rhythm, fragmentation, interpolation, sequencing, or repetition. I'm going to start by altering the rhythm. So I'm going to make some changes to the rhythm. And this is how I'm going to do it. To start with, I'm simply going to copy what I've got. And then I'm going to paste it in again. And to make it easier, I'm actually going to put some text here. And I'm going to say in this version, or in this variation, I'm going to alter the rhythm. Right, so I know what I'm doing. Over here, I've got ba da da da. But what I'm going to do is change all of these to quavers to make a difference to the rhythm. You can change whatever you want, but I'm just going to go G, 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 A. So now, here's the original. And here's my variation. Oops, I deleted a note accidentally. Here's my variation. Hear the difference? Yeah. One goes da 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 da, and the other one over here goes da 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 da. And I might even make these ones into quavers.
So you don't have to change all of them. You can just pick some of them.
No, if you change all of it, it's going to make it so different that you're going to go, I don't get it. So the question just for people watching is, do you have to change all of them? And no, you don't. I'm just going to change a few of them. So I'm going to go C, C, B, A, da, da. And here, let's make some other changes. Da, da, da. Let's make them quavers. And I'll keep the rest the same. So let me play the whole composition based on what I've got at the moment. Here's the original. Actually, I might even label this one original, so that we know what we're working on. Original. Here we go. Original. Alter the rhythm. Make sense? One thing that works really well, just trust me on this one. There's some music theory behind it, but basically, if you understand the music theory behind it, what's happening is that the music's starting in the tonic and finishing on the dominant, which happens to be the D note. Music tends to sound nice. In this example, if you're going to finish on the D midway through, when you get to the end, it actually sounds better. It sounds like it's come to a conclusion if you change that last note to a G. Have a listen to the different sound. It'll sound nice and complete when we get there. From the beginning. On the dominant. And it sounds like it's just arrived, come home, finished off. That is my first variation. I need to do 2 more of these to come up with my section A. So let me give you another example. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. I'm going to copy all of my original one. And I'm going to add a blank bar. By the way, to add an extra bar, click on here. Click there, press the plus button, it adds an extra bar, and now I'm going to paste it in. There we go. But instead of this being original, I'm going to do whatever was next, fragmentation. When you get a fragment of something, it's like you get a little piece of it. And you use a little piece of it to make a new version of it. It's like if I want a fragment of Christina, I might go and rip off her elbow and use her elbow to create a brand new human. A Frankensteiner. Okay. So, let's go fragmentation. Now let me have a look at what we can use as a fragment. You know what? I'm going to use this little fragment. Ba, ba, bum. If you look at it, it goes from an A down to an F sharp because of the key signature. So it basically has one note, then it drops two notes, and then it goes up one. So it's like there, down, up. There, down, up. Can you see that little pattern? Have a listen to that little bit. It's like down, 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 up, or da da da, that little bit. I'm going to get that little fragment and copy it. So I'm going to change that. See how it's a quaver? So I'm going to change that one to a quaver. And I'm going to go down to that note there. So that one's a C. So I've basically gone da da da, and I'm going to go da da da, and then I'm going to go da da da. Right? Fragment, that one, make that one a, and there. Can you see the pattern? Yeah? So here, quaver, it's like here, skip a note, go down, and then go up. There, skip a note, go down, go up. There, skip a note, go down, go up. Right? This is what that one sounds like. Can you hear how it's going, the nice little patterns there? So there, I've just done my fragmentation. I'm going to add an extra bar so that I can copy.
Anything before it, you just leave it?
Well, does it sound good?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. If it sounds good, keep it. And if it doesn't sound good, then change it. Providing that when we mark it, we can see what you've done. And the idea is that this is still, it's all based on the original. So you shouldn't change it so much that we go, what's that song? That's not what you're meant to do. So,
So we only do one of them? Like one fragmentation?
you can, if you want, do like altering the rhythm and fragmentation in the one melody. But if you do too much of it, you change it a lot, and all of a sudden you've lost the flavour of what the original is. And the idea is to keep the flavour of the original in there. Alright? So, let me copy that again. And let's go to here. I'm going to stick it in. And this time, go back onto my assignment. And I'm going to use interpolation, which is adding new material to the start or to the end. So I'm going to do something completely different to the start of it. Da, 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 da. And this time, you know what? I'm just going to go crazy. Let's go up an octave. And make it quavers. And let's just go. Alright. Something completely different. The original, ba, 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 ba. Right? My version now. Right, something completely different. And now I might add something completely different here.
So you changed the start and the ending
Yeah,
completely?
yeah, yeah. So let's go da. Let's make these semiquavers. And let's go da 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 da. Let's make that into there. And remember that I'm going to change that one to G. So here's my interpolation version. Interpolation. Here we go. This will sound really cool. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's have a listen to the whole lot. If you have a look, I've got 16 bars of my composition so far. This is all of it. Here we go, from the beginning. Original. All to the rhythm. Just be quiet, girls, it's recording. Little fragment. That's a fragment. There it is again. Interpolation. Pretty good, hey? Alright. So, in my assignment so far, I've done interpolation. I haven't done sequencing or repetition. So, at this stage, you create, all of this, by the way, is section A. You now make up your own piece of music that goes for 4 bars. You make up your own original. Stop moving. There. You make up your own original, and then you do the same process to your original thing. Yes.
But should your original sound like
Not the same, because if it's the same, it's the same, but it should kind of sound the same. Similar. Yeah. Yes?
So, we're not using that, we're making up our own to use and then altering that.
And then doing alterations to the one that you create, yes. So you make up your own brand new one and you go through the process again.
So we don't use that one, but it sounds super.
But it sounds similar.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't have to play any of these, do we? Stop.
No, you need to compose for it. So we're not marking you on your ability to play it, we're marking your ability to write it.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yeah. Okay. Yes?
I thought we were using that, like for one part, and then another part we're using our own.
Yes, that's right. So let me show you an example. How about I show you an example? So here, this one here is the original one that the assignment's based on. And I've made some variations by altering the rhythm, using fragmentation, using interpolation. All of that works out to be 16 bars. That is part A of the assignment. So part A of the assignment, right, we've now completed. But section B, you are to compose a contrasting musical idea and develop it into 8 bar, 2-bar phrases and so on. Let me just give you an example. So I'm going to create a bar. Da, 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 da. And this is where you've got to compose. So I'm going to try to do something nice and quickly so I can get an example quickly. I'm going to do my bars. All right. Let's start. Let's make up a new pattern. Here we go. Oops. Done. Let's make that one there. So I'm making this up as I go along, right? Ba, ba, da, da, da. Oh, that's meant to be a quaver. Let's see. Oops. It's very exciting watching me make up something, hey?
Yeah.
Alright, let me hear what I've got, because here we go. Oh, that's... you know what? I don't like that. It's too complex. Da, 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 da.
It's just that one bit.
Let's change that. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay. Let's go there. Let's go crotchet. Let's see what this sounds like. Do you like that? Da 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 da.
The two of the same note sounds a bit weird.
Okay, so you know what? And this is exactly what you need to do, girls. You listen to it, and if it sounds great, you keep it. And if it sounds like crap, change it. I don't like this one. Let me see.
No, I like the.
I don't know. Oops, don't do that. That's not meant to be there. Okay, so effectively though, to answer your question, I spend some time now making up my own one. And you choose something that you like because you're going to make variations to it. If you don't like it, do what I'm doing now and just make changes to it. All right? Does that answer your question, Aya? Yeah?
So it's when we add them together. So this is
And then you add them together to make your overall composition. I really want to quickly, because we're almost out of time, girls. I want to quickly show you sequencing and repetition, but I'll use the original theme so that you can have the reference there. So let me go back to the original theme, and I'll show you what a sequence is. So a sequence is, you know, when you have like a number sequence where you go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
What's the next one? 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. Gee, that's harder than I thought. Okay, but you get the idea. So we're going to do a musical sequence, and I'm going to stick that in. this is a sequence. I'm going to make a really easy sequence. So here, I'm going to use the first part, ba, 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 and I'm going to copy this here, but I'm going to move it all up one note, like that. So I've gone G, A, B, A, gone up one note, A, B, C, B. I'm going to do the same thing here, and go up an extra note. Alright, G, A, B, A, B, C, B, B, C, D, C, and I'm going to keep the end the same. This is what it sounds like. Easy? And then the last one of these, I'm going to stick the original so that you got a sample. The last one is repetition. And that's where you get a section and you repeat it. So you know what, I'm going to simply repeat this bar here, here, here. Same thing. Repetition, right? And this is what it sounds like. Make sense? Okay. Now I wouldn't necessarily keep that because you know what, it sounds a bit like it's a bit. It probably needs a little bit more to it. But nonetheless, we've got, in this case, I've shown you all of them. The original, we altered the rhythm. We did some fragmentation where we got that little fragment, stuck it around. We did interpolation, and I'd normally finish it there, but just for illustrating, we added a sequence. And we added repetition. I'm going to change that one to a G so that it sounds like it's finished. Here we go. This is all of it. Original. Alter the rhythm. Little fragments. Here's the fragment again. And here. Interpolation. My favorite. Sequence. And repetition. So it still works, right? The repetition still works. So again, you do that for Haydn's Emperor Quartet theme. You get the theme, do 3 variations. You create your own theme and create 3 variations. You label it. That's a task. That's it, girls.